Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to one of my favorite series where we go over the top monsters of the cosmic tournaments. So once again, a huge shout out to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki for putting up all this information. There will be a link in the description if you want to follow along for yourselves. With that being said, I am now doing a comparison from the previous mid-season to the current season, or whatever, right? Like a week apart. So this was released 9 days ago, and the most current one is released 2 days ago as of the time recording this video. So let's start off with the one that was released a while ago to see what the top monsters were. We had Vampirastro leading the charge at 74 total uses, mostly on defense. We had Shelly leading leading second place with 72, mostly on offense, but almost similar offense defense. Lindworm in third place, Bomb Beta in fourth, and in fifth place we had Cryo Crawler. So I think I made the prediction that Cryo Crawler is going to be joining the heavies. So we'll see if I was correct. And if he doesn't join by now, he's definitely going to join by the end of the next season. Like, come on. I honestly think Cryo Crawler, when you look at the skill sets, I know players love Bomb Beta, and they like to say that Bomb Beta with the cleansing is useful. From my personal experience, whenever I fought Bomb Beta almost never gets the chance to do Warming Light, and even if it does, it doesn't help. And when I have Bomb Beta, I almost never need to do Warming Light. So I think Cryo Crawler having Taunt and then having able to AoE freeze, Mega Freeze, I think this monster is going to get heavy usage. I don't think it's going to displace Shelly, but I can see Cryo Crawler taking third place and even Lindworm falling to fourth. So we'll see what happens with Cryo Crawler. Yeah, so here, let's see how it has all changed. So Vampirastro and Shelly are both tied, actually. 69 uses both of them. 22 offense for Vampirastro compared to 25. So yeah, similar thing for Vampirastro, not too much of a difference. Shelly, 40 and 29, also not too much of a difference. And Lindworm is still in third place. 38, mostly used a little more on defense this time. Lost some offense, but in total 58, so pretty much the same. And Bomb Beta is still in fourth place. So the top four still have not changed. 23, 24, 47, 35, 14. So there was a difference in the offense. So I wonder if Cryo Crawler took a lot more offense. Let's scroll down to see. All right, there's Cryo scrolling down. Yeah, oh, there it is. Top 5 are Megatons and Vampirastro and Lindworm. So just a quick reminder, the top 3 are all dark monsters. So I think I made a guess in the last video that I think Super Fox should be getting a lot more usage, a lot more than Vanoss for sure. But yeah, we have Cryo Crawler 1631. So I think it took, where was it? He was only at 7 and 30. So defense is about the same. So he's being used on offense a lot more. Once again, from a skill set perspective, being able to take away 20% of life in a single attack, or 25, and then Mega Freeze and AoE Freeze, a lot better to use from an offensive purpose for sure. Alright, scrolling down. So yeah, top 5 heavies, these monsters are heavily used. And we no longer have Hardy in 6th place, now we have Tabora. So Tabora is reclaiming her spot in total 35 uses. I think Tabora was down here. Alright, so maybe they swapped places. Oh my gosh! Where the heck is Hardy? Chucklemuckle is being used more than Hardy. Wow. Alright, this is super interesting. If we look at the previous usage, alright, and look, we have Vanoss. Oh, even Vanoss got displaced. So, Hardy, 32 to 23. That's super interesting. Chucklemuckle, 26 to 23. I mean, it's not too much of a change. I'm pretty sure Hardy will go back. I'm pretty sure both of these monsters are being used a lot on defense. There's just so much turn transfer and extra turns going on. So yeah, that's super interesting. Tabora, 38 to 25, 7 difference. Wow. So yeah, Kodama is back in the Toughies category, whereas before, I believe Kodama really found usage. Yeah, it was at 15, so it got 5 more on defense specifically, so that's super interesting. What happened to Vanoss? Vanoss is down here now. He would have been in the Toughies if he had just 1 more usage, so he'll probably still stay up there. So 16 and 6. I think Super Fox is probably taken away from some of his usage. We have Lord Platypus at 14 total compared to 16. Alright, we have Warmaster Thalassa. Oh my gosh, 16. This was, let me see, 43. So I have to guess that Thalassa is only being used with Lindworm bases. Scrolling down, Ignis at 13. That's pretty high. This is literally OG Cosmic Mythic right here, and he's being used so much. We have Thalassa still at 14, still significantly high. This is how you know this monster is broken. The fact that it is a legendary and it is being used than like 90% of Cosmics out there. I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 Cosmics are used more than this legendary monster that was released years ago. That is crazy. Down here we have Super Fox at 12, mostly for offense. All for offense, actually. All 12 is offense. compared to, let's see, Ignis was over here at 12. Daedalus, look, Super Fox went from 9 to 12, so jumping from the softies category over to the toughies, which means Daedalus is probably going to be down there. And look, next up we have Robo Elf. Wow, that is a shocker for many, I imagine. Robo Elf was over here down at 3 on defense. Now he's at 9 for defense. I would have to guess, at the end of the day, this is an artifact monster, meaning you cannot turn this monster to a baby, you cannot freeze, you cannot stun, you cannot possess. If you look at his skill set, you can't even really activate his cooldowns. He has 2-0 cooldown skills, and you can't even stamina drain him because he actually has 0 stamina attack skills. He has 0 stamina and 0 cooldown skills, and if he dies, he comes back. So you have to take him down with brute force, and in the meantime, he can be a force to be reckoned with. Not to mention, he is a metal monster, so he has an elemental advantage against the likes of Bombeta. Not to mention, at the start of the battle, he starts the game off with 3 random status casters. If the enemy brings Megaton, that is 3 random negative effects, or torture effects, against the up to 3 against the enemy Megatons. If not, then all your monsters might potentially be hurt. Like, you might land a Shock and a Steam Wrath. You might land a Sunburn, which reduces accuracy. So, interesting. Very interesting. I predict Robo Elf would possibly be jumping into the mids category, getting more than 10 usage by the end of the season. So that's cool to see. We have the Dew making an appearance. I don't think the Dew was over here at all. I don't know if he was released yet, or yeah, he was just barely released. So 1 and 1 hit, total of 2. He's already up at 8. 4 on offense, 4 on defense. I predict the Dew also jumping up. I don't think he'll be at Toughies category quite yet. Mids, he'll definitely be in the mids. He might be able to jump into the Toughies. I really think he's going to take away from Tabora's usage and might displace Tabora. Once again, these are the top 100 players, so most of them probably have no problem easily ranking up the monster. Most of them probably bought the Golden Legends Pass, so got him at least rank 3, so then it's a couple extra Stardust to fully rank him up. So I definitely, at the end of the day, I do see the Dew being in the Toughies category. I don't know if it'll be by the end of this current season we're on, or when, but he'll definitely be there soon. So I see Super Fox moving up a lot. I see Robo Elf moving up 1 league, and the Dude definitely is going to be moving up. We have Rotten at 8. That is actually pretty surprising to me. Looks like we have a lot of resurrection going on. From a defensive standpoint, I don't see it. Let's see, was he even on here? I don't know. Rotten is an interesting one to me. That one surprised me. He's also an old monster. And we have Gracon still hanging on in there. So now you know the 2 most broken legendaries, Gracon and Thalassa. The fact they're still being used. Was Gracon used over here? I'd imagine yes. Yeah, he was at 7, so now he's at 8, mostly for offensive purposes. We have Rasulka, the other Pierce monster. And now Super Fox got released and is already being used more. Dratis is one to talk about. Is Dratis going to be used more so than Super Fox and Vanos and Rasulka? I would guess that Dratis is probably going to be used more so than Rasulka, but probably not more than Super Fox and Vanos. Although he has a permanent Pierce. Once again, when you look at Super Fox's skill set, she basically has permanent Pierce. Even though she doesn't have it, she pretty much does. Her skills literally apply Pierce before attacking. So, whereas, what's his face? Dratis, if he gets trade disabled, well, his permanent Pierce is gone. And considering we have Tabora and we have the Dew, that is a problem. But yeah, I definitely see him being used more so than Rasulka, but not as much as Super Fox and Vanos. We have Masher. Masher's hanging on in there. Churn Transfer can also do Corruption. Daedalus dropped so much. And I mean, look at him. He used to be over here. He used to be even up here. But I mean, of course, with Cryo Crawler into the mix and players getting easily access to Cryo Crawler, of course he would go down. We have Witchcat. We have Santirion. We have Solar Flare. We have Ophiuchus. We have Cyberel. No, sorry, Cyberel. We have Zygel. We have Henrich. We have Noah. Roddy. Arrobot. Roost Wayne actually getting some usage. Interesting. Let's see. Is he here at all? Remember, he's our only dodge area cosmic monster. And Roost Wayne, I think I saw him last time. Probably like 1 or 2 uses. Where are you, Roost Wayne? There you are. 3 total. Okay, so he hasn't changed much. Armor's still hanging on in there as well. We have Wormlad, another legendary, another legendary. This is just for the stall bases, I guarantee you. Yeah, the 3 people using Elvira are the 3 people using Neobuki. We have Ragnarok at 2. We have Steamwrath at 1. Steamwrath is such a hard monster to do in PvP. Like, such a hard monster to do with all the anticipation on it. We saw the usage of Chucklemuckle and Hardy, so I can see why that's not being used. Madam Fusion at 2. Same people using Lindworm or Masher are probably using Madam Fusion. Nahane is actually getting some usage at 2. I actually don't see this monster, mostly on defense, I don't see this monster going up more. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the players using Ignis are using Nahane. And then we have Ledalus at 2. And then just some random stragglers. Undead Mr. Beast, Zorky, this is with the Pierce like Vanos. We have Kai, we have Erder, we have Lightmare, We have Izel, another legendary. We have Black Feather, another legendary Spitfire. We have Lupin, we have Siamis. Oh, sorry about that. Here, let's go back. We have Siamis, we have Light. Someone's actually trying out Light. Not a bad idea. Artifact monster. But then again, he's easy to deny. And then we have the Hacksmith. So yeah, those are the stragglers. It looks like for the most part, the stragglers are pretty much the same. I think this guy's gone, this guy's gone, this guy was gone, Charizard's gone. Okay, so a few changes, but for the most part the same. So guys, with that being said, these are the current top monsters. Let me know what you guys think about everything, all the changes especially. What do you guys think about Robo Elf especially? What do you guys think about Dratis? Is Dratis going to jump into the mix? Do you think the Dew is going to jump into the mix? I'm super curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you think Bombeta is going to get overtaken by Cryo Crawler? I mean, look at them. They're already 47-47. So do you think Cryo Crawler is drastically going to take away from Bombeta? Is Bombeta gonna fall down to the toughies? What do you guys think about Chucklemuckle, the free-to-play anticipation monster, outpacing Hardy, the pay-to-win anticipation monster? So, any thoughts? I would really like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.